How to maintain stable cash flow when the epidemic affects work. Teach you how to increase passive income. The outbreak of the epidemic around the world has put employees and bosses in many industries in trouble. Even if it can operate, the turnover and profit are far different from before the epidemic, and the income has also dropped sharply. We can only hope that the government's subsidies and emergency loan policies can tide over the difficulties. However, the epidemic has no end in sight in a short period of time, and the subsidy policy does not know how long it will last. Under the circumstance of a sharp drop in active income, once the time is longer, people's livelihood and the epidemic will be very difficult issues for the government. But you can also take this opportunity to take a good look at your passive income cash flow. Imagine if your industry is also experiencing great changes. How long can we support passive income without active income? Through this step, we can find our shortcomings, and then we can continue to work hard to strengthen our shortcomings and prevent them from happening. Why is passive cash flow so important? In the past, the term passive income often appeared in so-called articles discussing financial independence. However, at this moment, many people should realize that passive income is actually a concept of insurance. Passive income is like a constant power backup system, which can meet our basic needs when active income suddenly stops working, and support us to return to normal in the supply of active income. Without the support of passive income, once the active income suddenly disappears, even if there is some emergency reserve fund to support our life. But over time, without the help of passive income, the reserve fund will soon be burned up, and even food and clothing may be a problem at this time. Therefore, we should have a deeper understanding of the accumulation and establishment of passive income. It is not just the pursuit of financial independence, which many people may consider unrealistic, but to reserve the ability to stabilize daily life until the dawn of the day, when there are drastic changes in work. I think everyone is familiar with Amazon, the second listed company in history to have a market value of more than $1 trillion, but looking at the financial reports of the past years, you will find that this is a company with high revenue, but extremely low net profit. Amazon's profits are so poor, but the stock price keeps rising, and even Buffett admits to misunderstanding. The mystery of this may be seen from Amazon's CEO Jeff Bezos' letter to shareholders in 2004. In the letter, Bezos said, "The ultimate financial measure of Amazon, and the one we've long wanted to drive most, is free cash flow per share, not revenue or profit. Simply put, Amazon is not unprofitable, but reinvests the money it makes in businesses that have the opportunity to make money in the future. This concept of continuous investment in the future to drive the company's continuous double-speed growth. It's called the Amazon Growth Flywheel. Amazon's most important financial metric is free cash flow per share. Let's first understand free cash flow. Free cash flow is the cash balance that a company can freely use without affecting operations. The acquisition of free cash, in addition to profit, can also be through financing, borrowing or asset sales, and financing is a typical capital operation. Many small and medium-sized enterprises obtain startup capital by borrowing in the early stage of their establishment. The borrowers may be banks or relatives and friends around them. Cash from financing, borrowing, and asset sales allows us to expand the market faster. It may also allow us to have more cash on hand, which can greatly reduce the risks arising from sudden capital needs. But we also need to understand one thing. If the enterprise itself does not have the ability to make profits, it means that the operation of the company is continuing to burn money, and the money that has been financed and borrowed will one day be exhausted by the losses of the industry. So if a company wants to operate for a long time, its own profitability is the core key point. Therefore, investment is a necessary behavior, no matter whether it is a business or an individual. The main purpose of this article is to remind ourselves that no matter whether the industry in which we work has been greatly affected by the epidemic, we can take the opportunity to take a moment to examine our passive income flow. If we are nowhere near the basics we need, we have a more purposeful plan for how to gradually start accumulating passive income. After all, the world is unpredictable. No one can guarantee 100% that they will work forever. Only when they have a stable passive income as the backing can they survive the sudden difficulties.